the Wind Sprite, and the Grogue Maker. In the small sun-baked islands of Cape Verde long ago, before the noisy machines and busy cities, there lived a man named Joachim. Joachim was a Grogue Maker. Now grogue is a special kind of drink made from sugarcane juice, something the people of Cape Verde cherished. It's strong and sweet, and making it took skill and care. Joachim was known across the island not just for the fine taste of his grogue, but for the way he worked, slowly, thoughtfully, and always with respect for the land. This story takes place during a time when the island was going through a tough drought. The sun was relentless, and the earth was dry and cracked. Water, which everyone needed for drinking, cooking, and farming, was scarce. Joachim, like everyone else, had to use water carefully. But here's the thing. Making grogue requires water for the still, the big copper pot where the sugarcane juice is heated and turned into the drink. If Joachim used too much water, there might be none left for his neighbors. Now, on this island, the people believed in many spirits, forces of nature that lived in the wind, the sea, and the earth. One of these was a gentle wind sprite named Lely. Lely was known to dance through the air, cool the hot days, and carry the scents of flowers and fruit to the village streets. But during this drought, even Lely's breeze seemed tired and dry. Joachim was a careful man. He knew he couldn't waste water in his work, so he came up with a clever idea. Instead of using lots of water to cool the still, he built a system that captured the cool night air and stored it to chill the copper pot during the day. He used clay pots filled with water placed in shady spots, which cooled slowly and gently. This way, he saved precious water and still made his grogue just right. But the story doesn't end there. One hot afternoon, as Joachim worked near his still, Lely the wind sprite noticed the sweet rising vapors from the grogue. They were thick and fragrant, like the smell of ripe sugarcane and honey. Lely decided to help. With a swirl and a soft whistle, the sprite rustled the leaves of the nearby trees, and a fresh breeze blew through the village. The breeze wasn't just cool. It carried those sweet vapors from Joachim's grogue across the town. People walking the dusty streets caught a breath of that scent, and it made their hunger and thirst feel a little lighter. Children smiled, and elders nodded in appreciation. Lily's wind softened the heat, and Joachim's careful work gave the village a gift, a moment of relief and a reminder of kindness. What can we learn from Joachim and Lely? First, prudence matters. Joachim didn't waste water even when it was tempting to do so. Like saving a little money for a rainy day, he saved water for the whole community. And generosity? That came not just from sharing grogue, but from sharing comfort and care. Lely's breeze wasn't something you could hold or buy, but it lifted spirits and brought people together. Think about times when you've had to be careful with what you have. Maybe sharing snacks with friends when there wasn't enough for all, or turning off the tap while brushing your teeth to save water. Those small acts, like Joachim's careful cooling system, help everyone in the long run. And just like Lely's wind, kindness can travel far. A small gesture, a cool word on a hot day, or a smile can spread sweetness and relief when people need it most. So next time you feel the breeze on your face, remember the story of the Wind Sprite and the Grogue Maker, a tale from the Cape Verde Islands about wisdom, care, and the simple power of sharing what you have. Thank you for listening to African Myths and Faith, stories for kids and adults. Until next time, may your days be cool and your hearts full.